Welcome to the 25th episode of the Creative Masterminds Podcast.
What's happening, y'all?
Fire Podcast. You already know who you got in the house. You have Shawn Breeze, Indie House. You have
Cast Thrive. What's happening?
Yes, sir. And this is going to be another quick, succinct show. We're going to give you that high fire, spit the high fire to you guys, and then bounce on out so you guys can so you guys can just go on about your day and do your thing. So anyway,
straight up.
Let's go ahead and start out with a week in review. What went down for us within a week, and talk about what went down.
For sure. We collabed on a beat, and we're writing to that, so we're going to put that out soon, and
yes, sir.
Collaborating on a soundtrack for the podcast. So we got in some work with that, spent time with the family, and your birthday was over the last weekend.
Absolutely.
So we kicked that.
Thank you for coming through. We really appreciate it. Had lots of fun. We went to the escape room, or did this escape room thing, which was like a fun event to do with friends and loved ones in general. It was dope.
My first time ever going to one.
Yeah, me too.
It was a great time though.
It was probably it's really cool to see everybody working together and just like working as a team to get something done to achieve an objective, which was of course to escape from that room. So
get up out of there. That's
which we did. We did require some help though, saying from the people there, but we got it done. It was one of the rooms that were like one of the hardest rooms, like a 13% success rate for that particular room that we participated in. And so, we were able to knock that out. So that was pretty cool. Then afterwards, we went to Pluckers. So that was fun too.
Straight up. Yeah, I had a great time. And happy birthday to you, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
It was an awesome time, man.
Yes, sir. And so, like Cass said, we collabed on a track on Friday. Mm-hmm. And that morning, or the next morning, Saturday morning, I participated in a sample flip event.
Right.
It's called Sample Flip Saturdays at MediaTek in Dallas. And so it's like an event where people... they give you a sample to flip, and then it's like a competition, like whoever has the top 3 beats get to win something, whatever. So I didn't win, but I was very proud of myself because I was able to complete a beat in 2 hours, and it sounded really good to me. And the guy who was judging it was Lone Star Music. He produced for Eminem recently. And some other people as well, but most notably is Eminem, of course. And so that was pretty cool to have him like give me critiques and feedback on my beat. He said it has a nice it had a nice bounce to it, and also that he could hear Bun B on this. So that was pretty cool.
Trill music
for sure.
I need to make it out to one of those, man.
Absolutely, man. It's a real test of like your skill set and how developed your process is. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it really is like basically mayhem and chaos. You got to see how well your process is, and then of course it'll allow you to fine tune your process and become a better producer. I would highly recommend it.
And it's time, so that's a good idea. Like even for us to like or any producers or whatever out there, is to time ourselves, give ourselves like an hour and see what we can come up with.
Because honestly, it's probably more in alignment with real life situations where you are working with a client who wants a beat on the spot, and so they don't want like you to take 2 days or 3 days to make a beat. They want you to make a beat on the spot so they can get their inspiration out right there. And so that's a good idea for sure. I might have to do that myself, where I just time myself to make beats in a set time
and see what comes, see what shakes.
Yeah. And so on Saturday night I had like a dinner with the family. That was pretty cool. And on Sunday we did the escape room thing. Had Pluckers, and then like I've been working on music the whole week. Been working on finishing that beat that we created. Like I just like arranged it, and so I arranged it in a format so we can easily write to it and make a verse to it. I did lay a verse to it. I'm not sure you like it or not. Give her a real live critique about the hook, whatever.
Yeah.
It was like very simple, but I just wanted to put something like to create structure for it.
Yeah, it was dope. When maybe having me in the background like as well, but it's just the beginning stages. So it was dope. It was something to a topic and to go from there and write with. So
cool. And I did that, and then I also worked with a beat that me and my friend Jeremy collab.
What up, Jeremy? What's happening?
What's up, Jeremy? And he also participated in the escape room. So that was fun too. But anyway, working on that beat, finishing that beat up. That's going to be on the next beat tape. We Are All Gods Volume 3. Yes, I am working on that already. And then I made a beat like that was supposed to be like a Travis Scott inspired beat for this tutorial. I was going to do, but I ended up rapping on the beat and I made a complete song. So that song's gonna be out like next week for sure. I'm gonna spend this weekend like learning about how to properly mix vocals and stuff like that. And then once I get that done and get to a point of liking it, I'm just gonna release it. I don't care no more. I'm just shooting my shots like Clay
Goals,
Thompson.
man. You out there goaling out. That's
Absolutely.
what I'm talking about. That's what it's about. That's what we be talking about.
Gotta keep shooting, man. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get into the topic. The topic for today is but the topic is staying focused, having that strong desire. I know we kind of talked about staying focused, but like this is a little bit different because it's about having that deep down rooted desire, that mentality of never taking no for answer.
Them horse blinders.
Yeah,
you know
like tunnel vision. Like no matter how abysmal things may seem, that you're going to get things done by any means necessary. A lot of people have this mentality. I believe, like for sure, DJ Khaled, like he is known around the industry as being the person who will hound people every damn day for a verse so they can get on his track or whatever.
I can see that though.
Even Jimmy Iovine, like one of his best characteristics is the fact that he's able to work a deal that may take a year to get done, but he will keep hounding people over and over until you get the deal done. And so that's the mentality that you need to have to be successful in life. And so that's the topic. And then Cash, how you want to add on to? I know your topic is along the same lines, but go ahead.
Yeah, just getting it done. Whatever action goals that you need to get done. The of course the small steps to achieve the bigger goal in mind, and it's just getting it done, man. Getting out there and acting and having action, because that's what will produce the level of success we're trying to obtain, and
absolutely
will get us to the point if we need to change route or whatever. But we got to act. You know what I'm saying?
It's very important and very essential. That's what I've been doing with Instagram for real. Like at first with Instagram, I used to treat it like, okay, let me be very delicate in my post, let me be very strategic, but that's a very slow way for me to grow my Instagram page. But then recently I've been like, all right, I'm just gonna shoot all shots.
I've been seeing them numbers climb too, man.
You see like the followers has been going up and more interaction has been going up with their. So I'm just like shooting my shot, throwing everything. I'm throwing paint at the wall to see what stick. And the thing is, for me, it works well because I'm just throwing everything at the wall. But then at the end, like maybe a week or so, I will assess and notice like, all right, this post get this many views, or this post get that many views, or this many reactions. Like for instance, I found it interesting that I posted a video of Rachel Dolezal. If you're not familiar with her, then maybe do your Googles. But anyway, she's a controversial figure. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And so I posted a video of her, right? And so I thought it was a dud because I didn't really get many likes from it, but I noticed that I got a lot of shares for it. So people probably didn't like the post, but they shared it like, look at this crazy shit going on with what she's doing.
Yeah.
And so it's like you learn a lot about user behavior. So anyway, to the point, I've been like focusing on growing my Instagram page, and so my deepest desire is like, all right, I'm just gonna throw everything at it, to see what pop off. And so that's like been one of my key focuses for sure, because I had to have the desire to be the king of Instagram one day.
And see, that's what you show right there, man, is like what we talk about, like planning, and you talking about assessing it, and taking notes, and not graphs or nothing like that, but you are you got the pie graph.
No, let me get the TI-89 calculator. Okay, let me take the integral of this. Give me the limit right there. Okay, there you go.
Numbers over here.
So. But it's like learning, and you're learning about user behavior, and that's very important because you get to see like, all right, how do people behave right now? How do people behave on the internet? So but that's like that has been one of my biggest desires as of late, like to really conquer Instagram, to really just put out content, no matter what, just shooting my shot.
And that's a great example of anything you're trying to conquer, or anything that you're trying to, be the top of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? You got to assess it. You got to set out a plan, and you got to shoot your shot.
Absolutely. Because I would say the main thing for sure is like, don't worry about the losses. Don't worry about the L's. Don't worry about the mistakes at all. I just posted a video on Instagram, slight plug, of Clay Thompson talking about how like people were like trying to ask him how you feel about like not making so many shots or whatever. You don't get better. You don't get like to the point of greatness by focusing on those shots, whatever. You just gotta keep going. You gotta just keep shooting, whatever. Mm-hmm. And so that's like element, or I would say a key to life. Really, like you can't focus on the losses at all, man. You got to just take it and keep going because every day is a new day. Every day is a new day for you to potentially have a win. And so you just need to focus on figuring out ways you can win.
Most definitely. Yeah, I saw this clip on Facebook. It was this cat. He's a football player. His name is Shelton or something like that. But he was talking to his son. He had him out there on the track. They were doing track and field kind of exercises and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, every day you got to treat it like a championship. Every day you're trying to win the day. But we don't win every championship. Not even Brady or whoever.
No, he took that L against the Giants.
Maybe maybe Jordan did. He might have been.
Yeah, he did. But he took him a while to get through the Pistons, right?
Yeah,
right. You know what I'm saying? So it took he took his L's. You have to learn and you have to elevate. You have to evolve.
Learn from it. That's the thing.
Absolutely, because nobody has a perfect record. Like even in the streets, like people have street fights. Nobody has a perfect record out there.
Yeah.
And so you just need to focus on figuring out ways you can be better, and just don't worry about the noise, which is like just the critics and the people who give opinions about what you should be doing. The thing is, I'm gonna make a post about this later. The thing is, you also want to be mindful about like the opinions that you take in and the opinions, like who's giving you the opinion, whatever.
Yeah.
I would say like I focus on receiving opinions, or I give more weight to people who are in a position that I would like to be in, like their opinions. Like for instance, a good example would be me talking to Dirty Snares on at the Beat. At the Sample Flip Saturday, whatever, because he's on the House of Beats show with Jay Rhodes, or Jay Rhodes produced the show.
Yeah.
But anyway, quickly, he just gave me some good game and good wisdom. And what I did at that point, I just shut up and listen. I don't really argue back because he's at a point that I want to be at. And so I just shut up and listen and just get the game, and then I can research later.
Yeah.
And so you also got to be mindful of that because you want to be successful. You have to know when to shut up and listen.
Man, that's a great,
absolutely
a great, I guess you would say tool or whatever. But we got 2 ears and 1 mouth. You always hear that.
You read my mind, bro. You read my mind already, bro.
That's a major key.
Absolutely, for real. And so, to really achieve anything, you gotta have that mindset, that mentality of like, there is no way, shape, or form that you will take a L, or of course you will take a L, but there's no way that you're not gonna get what you came here to get.
Yeah.
And this principle was talked about like in the book Think and Grow Rich. He talks about how this guy went to go work for Thomas Edison, and the reason why Thomas Edison wanted to work with the guy because he saw it in his eyes that he had the deep desire to not go home like without what he came there there to do, whatever. He came to work with Thomas Edison, and Thomas Edison peeped that. He said, okay, I'm going to have this guy work for me. And then this guy ended up becoming a multimillionaire working with Thomas Edison because he had that deep desire to achieve what he wanted to achieve.
Now, do you think that can be learned? Because that made me think about it.
I think so.
Or is it like a gene? Because Scottie Pippen was talking about LeBron James. He was saying that.
Yeah, Scottie a hater, man. I was like, every time I see Scottie, he's like, he's always throwing shade on people.
True.
It's like weird. Like, okay, go ahead.
It's true. But he was saying is that LeBron James doesn't have that like killer instinct kind of gene that Jordan and even Kobe. Like he's at a lesser as far as doing what it takes to get the job done. Like, what I'm saying, and not quitting and seeing all the way through.
Well, I would say, and I kind of want to say it with an asterisk, or you can put an asterisk by my statement. Like I'll say with LeBron, it does seem like he gives up, and that's kind of weird for a champion to do that. Yeah. I don't know, what I'm saying? I would,
hold on. I didn't mean to cut you. Go. Yeah, but did you think that this has to do with, because Jordan and Kobe, their pops, both of them were in their household.
Yeah, and all that. I would think about that too.
And LeBron James, his father was not
thinking
there.
About that too, yeah.
So, you think that plays a part?
Some people say that. Some people say that that's plays a part. But of course you can find exceptions to that rule though.
Yeah.
But that's weird. That's the only thing that's weird that I see from LeBron. It seemed like, I didn't like that picture that I saw. Like him, I think they got blowed out by some team, whatever, and he was like away from his team. I thought that was like really weird, like
pouting or whatever.
That was kind of weird. Like, okay, I don't know about that, but to the listeners, I'll say don't have that mentality. just even if the ship is bad, it's going bad, whatever. Be with your team if the ship is going bad too, because they're gonna be with you. You know, you're gonna be with them when everything is up. Be with the ship that's going down when it's bad too. If that makes sense, but
I think it's just an example of this generation that's coming up, man. Because like, you know,
you gonna sound like a grandfather.
It is what it is. We from a different generation,
from different cloth.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying. That move to Miami and all that, like, of course, it was a good power move for the player to have more power over owners and all that. But, you know, it was taking the easy way out. And Kevin Durant has done the same thing. So I think that has, you know, it has influenced the next generation.
I think you might have a point, because it's weird, because I think you're right. I think it's the mentality, because, like, I could say, like, it's like a weird example, like a weird, like, it's like, no, it may not seem like it's any type of relation, but anyway, it's like me playing NBA 2K, right? And so I was playing NBA 2K, and my homie, like, I was starting out in my player, you know, with my player, you start out as like a bum. And so my homie wanted to give me like $20 to help me upgrade my player like real quick so we can play.
Cheat code.
Yeah, cheat code. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to actually grind for it. And like, I actually decided to grind for it and like work for it. It felt good, you know what I'm saying? Me grinding for it and me achieving what I want to achieve in that game. But even like, I had the same mentality about like if I were to win the lottery tomorrow, I kind of would be bummed out, like, damn, I kind of want to get the $1 million by myself.
And that's what I always say, though, and that's what successful people that earned it. Yeah. They say if you come up on like a lottery ticket or whatever, and that's why so many people that win lottery, they go broke and all that, is because they didn't go through the process of learning how to keep the money and how to earn it and all that. That's what's so important about going through the struggle, going through the process and learning it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I think that's across the board in sports, life, whatever, you know.
The process is important. You should not want to skip the process, because the process is like, once you learn what you learn while in the process, that's for life. Like, the thing is, usually these life principles last for life. You know,
it's embedded in you.
Yeah, it's embedded. You know, and the thing is, you get like this confidence that people won't have. I would say for sure, and that will give you your advantage essentially.
Yeah,
I would say for sure.
Most definitely.
All right, so yeah, we go ahead and make a quick podcast. You know what I'm saying? We already 17 minutes in, and I think we gave you guys like game upon game upon game within 20 minutes, which is super fire.
And this is how we living. You know what I'm saying? We're giving y'all a taste of inside our lives and our, you know, our minds, our the things that we hold sacred, or you know, that are real to us. So we're just trying to give that to y'all. I hope y'all enjoy it.
Absolutely. So, Cass, go ahead and give out your socials where they can find you.
Yeah. On Instagram, CAS_THRIVE. And then on Facebook, we got.
I thought you were about to say Boxing Bell.
Oh, yeah. Don't let me leave that out. The Boxing Bell, also on IG and on Facebook and on Twitter. All of that, same thing, for sure.
For me, it's Shawn Breeze on IG, OG Shawn Breeze on Facebook, OG Shawn Breeze on Twitter.
Yeah.
I am hitting IG up. I'm gonna keep throwing.
Yeah.
I don't know, I might do like 25 posts a day. I don't know. I might go crazy with it. I don't care.
He doing it like Mahomes. He doing the right and the left hand.
I'm just throwing. You know what I'm saying? You never know what sticks. You never know what works. And this is one key thing too that I get from Will Smith. He said it in talking about like when. All right, I'm not gonna say when, but anyway. Nobody knows anything really. Like people have ideas, people can make assumptions based off of the past, but really, like nobody really knows anything. Like for instance, nobody knew that Trump was going to win. Nobody knew that chat was going to be like the biggest like genre at this time, like where it took over the world. Where like I would go to Aruba and I would hear Future Mask Off in Aruba, which is crazy at a white cafe bar place. Is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody knows anything. So with that said, there are no rules. Just do your thing and do you, and you will win.
And Will Smith, he didn't know he was going to be the blue Aladdin genie.
That's true. You know what's funny? Also, too, like, he didn't want to do Men in Black. Like, Steven Spielberg. I probably call him Spielberg. Steven Spielberg.
I thought you were about to say Steven Seagal.
Nah. Steven Spielberg had to talk him into doing it. And then like also, of course he decided not to do the Matrix, whatever.
Yeah.
Which was probably a good thing because they said that Val Kilmer was going to be Morpheus. That would have been weird.
Crazy. I saw that. I was like, nah.
Yeah, that would have been trash.
Yeah.
But so you never know how things going to work out. So the thing is, just continue to do you, believe in you, trust in yourself, trust in your instincts, and you will be super duper successful. With that said, this has been the Creative Masterminds podcast, and we were able to achieve to do a fire podcast within 20-something minutes.
That's how we do.
Yeah, we're kings.
Content.
For sure.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
All right. Cast 3, my bad. Cast Thrive. I apologize. Cast Thrive.
It's
Shawn
in there.
Breeze.
Yeah.
We are out. Peace.
Holla.